Hi guys, Secret Agent here. As we await the release of the 75th episode, I wanted to entertain you a bit. So, recently, we have a bunch of new, cool characters who have either appeared for the first time in the series or had little screen time, yet they have captured the hearts of many fans. They are so loved that some of them are even more popular now than the main heroes or antagonists of the series. So, today, I'm going to present to you the top 10 most popular characters who have been on our screens for a very limited amount of time, but still managed to generate a lot of admiration. Let's go. And in 10th place, which is the last but by no means the least important, we have something really cute. So, guys, do you know that there is one of the longest epidemics in the world still existing? It spreads everywhere and seems like it will never disappear. Of course, I mean the epidemic of cute kittens. These adorable animals conquered the entire internet long ago. They are a long-standing, never-aging meme. And now, as you know, the Skibidi Toilet series is popular on the internet. It is so good that it has already become a part of internet history. Maybe that's why this mischievous Skibidi virus affected this cute kitten from the 16th episode. That's when we saw such a lovely creature as the toilet cat. And yes, I can certainly make a few crazy guesses that this cutie is one of the earliest objects of the Skibidi scientists' experiment or something like that. But let's just appreciate the cuteness of this kitty. Despite being really hyped up some time ago, everyone has already forgotten about it, and that's why it is in the last place. Let's move on to 9th place, where we have something far less appealing, and that is the poisonous Skibidi skull, which, in my humble opinion, is quite frightening for the other characters. We saw it only once throughout the entire series, in the 55th episode, but damn, it still left a strong impression on many fans. Its unique appearance really caught attention because it was the only time Skibidi had a gigantic skull instead of a regular human head, and it actually looked more like a supernatural creature from another world, raised from the grave by some mad wizard, rather than a real character from the series. And yes, I know that in the latest episodes we saw many human skeletons, but those were just the bodies of long-dead people who couldn't move or fight by their own will. Additionally, we got some really cool references from Dafook involving 3 cute skeletons at the end of the first part of the 69th episode. Now let's move on to 8th place, which is taken by none other than Mecha Cameraman. This character is as old as Hacker Cameraman and his brother with the black camera, but this guy truly deserves this spot because he not only contributed to the technical progress and modernization of the Alliance as a whole, but is also indirectly responsible for saving the injured Plunger Man and creating a powerful gun against the parasites. Moreover, I can say that without this scientific genius, the Alliance would not have achieved even half of what it has accomplished, and yet, this guy remained largely unnoticed. In my opinion, it is a real shame that Dafook just forgot about the existence of such a cool mecha with guns, as he never appeared in the series after the 54th episode. Even I almost forgot about his existence. Let's move on to 7th place, where we have the Glitch Toilet. This guy has a pretty amusing history of appearances in the series. We first saw him in episode 29, where he showcased the true potential of Skibidi in terms of combat power. His debut clearly didn't disappoint anyone. He swiftly wiped out an entire crowd of cameramen, as if they were just training material for him. He also participated in one of the most gruesome scenes of first-person agent destruction. But aside from his terrifying speed and immense physical strength, he also won the hearts of many Skibidi fans with his fidgetiness and beautiful bald head. His half-closed eyes, head bobbing, and goofy smile created a stark contrast between his actual speed and ferocity in battle. This guy was really good at deceiving his opponents about his true potential and intentions. It's a shame that after such an impressive performance, this guy just disappeared from the series. I remember a time when many people speculated about his return and how much they wanted to see this twisted freak in a toilet again. And it happened at the most unexpected time, namely in episode 54, which, by the way, was a turning point for many things. So, in this episode, this toilet faced a worthy opponent, and unfortunately, he lost. He couldn't withstand the hypnosis of TV Woman. Unfortunately, that was the end for him, but many fans to this day are still waiting for his return. Maybe their wishes will come true eventually. Who knows? Now, since we have already talked about episode 54 and everything that was supposed to happen in it, let's talk about 6th place, which respectfully goes to the Big TV Man, who has appeared several times throughout the Skibidi Toilet series. Each of his appearances has been truly cool and memorable. Just think back to his debut in episode 40, where he appeared as a mysterious character with his awesome and somewhat unsettling additional TV screens on the sides. When I saw him for the first time, he made me think that he would become one of the strongest soldiers of the Alliance and the most powerful TV man after the TV man Titan. I think he would have done well if he had taken Plunger Man's place. However, it was a surprise to me when this guy just disappeared from the series for many episodes. We saw him again only more than 20 episodes later in episode 66, where he was helping the main hero and a bunch of other guys escape from a heated battlefield. This guy really proved himself in episode 70, where he actually stormed the main Skibidi laboratory leading the elimination squad and reached the Skibidi scientist. He is now remembered by many Skibidi fans as the source of some of the coolest scenes from episode 70. This character appears rarely, but makes a significant impact, and that's why so many people, including myself, love him for his epic moments. Let's now move to the 5th place, and I think you already anticipated this. The place is rightfully given to Cameraman Simp. So many words have already been said. The balance between the time he spends in the series and his popularity is just crazy, and you guys might ask me, why didn't you put this guy in 1st place or at least 3rd place on this list, considering how popular he is? The answer is simple. It's been a really long time since his last appearance in the 2nd part of episode 57, and now the series has introduced many new characters in later episodes who have also taken their place. Besides, putting him in the leading position would be stupid and boring. Instead, I found more interesting characters that will definitely shock you, so watch the video till the end. Unlike with Mecha Cameraman, I keep waiting for this guy and will return to this topic closer to the end of the series because Dafuk still couldn't forget about him. He has so many reasons to survive and return, and I will stand by this till the very end. How about you guys? Do you believe this Chad will ever come back? Let me know in the comments. And since I talked about new characters that immediately caught the attention of many Skibidi fans, let's announce the 4th place, which I have given to Skibidi Michael Jackson. Although this guy doesn't have that many fans and was only on screen for a short time, his appearance was simply iconic. This character is undoubtedly one of the creepiest Skibidi of all time. His eerie scream sounds insane, with the appearance of a maniac, crazy size, and power. It's like the Skibidi series turned into a really scary horror movie for one episode, and this guy was the main reason for the unsettling atmosphere. Plus, guys, do you remember the fact that Dafuk was actually inspired by a truly creepy indie horror game called Ayuwoki when he introduced this character? And even though Boom seems to have quickly forgotten about this guy, the toilet got an insane level of hype among Skibidi fans, which hasn't died down to this day. He even appeared in the zombie multiverse by the creator of Monster Up, so I'm glad that this toilet still shows up on screens. And let's not forget that I am a fan of the performer himself, and seeing a whole toilet in the series that references him made me very happy. And now it's time to move on to the top 3 leaders in this list. In the honorable 3rd place, we have Detective Cameraman, whom we got a glimpse of in the secret scene added by the author in the full version of episode 70. As soon as we saw this guy, he completely took over all the theorist videos. Just imagine the concept of a professional investigator in the Skibidi world, and the fact that he appeared towards the end of the series. Why would Dafuk add someone like him so late? The possible answer is that Detective Cameraman might be the one truly investigating the mystery of Cameraman Hacker's origins, and I have a theory that Plunger Man is still alive and just invisible, so he can't return to his body yet. Detective Cameraman indeed caused a lot of buzz with just his appearance, which lasted less than a few seconds, and that's mind-blowing. Moving on to the 2nd place, I love how popular this guy has become because he's damn funny. His official name is Skibidi Mutant with a saw. Let's start with the fact that I used to think all Skibidi mutants were useless, both in the first part of episode 69 and in other situations. For me, Skibidi mutants as a concept were pretty unsuccessful because most of them were lame. For example, do you remember the Skibidi mutant from episode 63 who was just wiped out by a crowd of elite Alliance agents? This was the next episode after the one where we saw 2 mutants who were actually quite scary, and then they killed the main character. And it's no coincidence, because one of these mutants was this guy. And then, by the release of episode 71, we had a new upgraded mutant with a saw who was worth talking about, and I understand that all my previous issues with mutants at this point became meaningless. He's equipped with all sorts of gear, and in addition to that, he also seems damn smart. His intelligence level apparently much higher than other mutants we've seen earlier in this series, and even more, he's so self-assured that it really annoys me. And don't even get me started on the smug look G-Man gives this guy after he finishes killing everything around him. Skibidi fans have gone crazy over this mutant, and I must admit, it was partly deserved. And finally, in 1st place, we have our most honorable winner, DJ Skibidi. His journey has definitely had its ups and downs, as well as some bumps along the way. Essentially, he returned to us from the ashes of the past when he appeared at the end of the first part of episode 70. And damn, it was really a long hiatus after after episode 6, where we finally saw him. He appeared when he was needed most, at a moment when the atmosphere of the entire show was as serious as it had never been before, and there he was, bursting with extreme stupidity. It seemed like he had remained true to himself all this time during the break, and then it was his golden moment to shine, which he finally did. He has a bulkier body, 3 sturdy legs like a strider, a giant rectangular speaker, protective goggles, a large TV screen, and 4 intimidating guns on the sides. This guy really geared up for the final battle, and he even got the appropriate musical accompaniment. But unfortunately, all his efforts were in vain because none other than the leader of the Astro Toilets decided to crash his party. He appeared behind our DJ friend, who didn't even suspect anything strange and simply tore him apart with 3 massive, powerful claws. It seems that this poor DJ Toilet was just bait for us. Viewers who didn't expect such a massive threat at all couldn't help but feel genuine pity for this guy, because he definitely deserved better. That's what we all thought. And it seemed like Dafook really heard our prayers, because in episode 71, we saw the return of our little Skibidi DJ. And even though he looked damn sad and not as confident anymore, I was still glad to see him again, just like the rest of the fans. And that's all for today. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and be sure to comment below. Who is your favorite character in the Skibidi Toilet series, and why do you think he or she needed more screen time than they actually got? And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Bye for now.